Hello everyone, and this is the tutorial that I was telling you about. I'm going to be teaching you how to do vertical double half hitches, and we're going to use some simple materials, some 4mm cording, a dowel rod, worsted weight yarn, and we're going to take a picture like this that is pixeled, and we're going to create something that looks like this. And this is going to be available as a kit in the store in September. But I want to have a video to show you how to do the basics so that when I'm not around and you're working on it, you have a backup. So the first thing we're doing, now I'm just going to be using 4 cords to do a very quick tutorial. So here we go. So we want to lark's head around the dowel rod with the 4mm cording. Okay, I'm going to show you a quicker way to do this. So if you do this and you take your cord and you go like this and you do it this side and you just slide this in, it is so much quicker. You just have to make sure you have it the right way to go in. It makes it so much faster putting your cords on your dowel rod. But if you want to do it the other way, you can do it the other way too. All right, just tighten these guys up. We're going to move them over. I'm going to put this down there. And I'm going to pin this. All righty. So, with the chart that I use, I work left to right, then right to left. And this is how you attach your yarn to get started. Your yarn is going to be working around these cords, and you want to make sure that that cord is on top so you can wrap your yarn around it. So you put a little bit here, leave a little bit of a tail, and you're going to create a loop and go under just like that, and you're going to pull this all the way through, and then you're going to pull it up. That's half of the stitch. You need to do it a second time in order to complete the stitch. So you're going to go like this, and you're going to pull it up, and you're going to make this tight, and at this point you're going to slide that up, snug it up a little bit. Don't pull too tight on these. You just want it to fit around the cording. That's like your tension, your gauge. Your next stitch, you're going to take your yarn under the cord and then pull it up once. It's easier as you go. And then a second time. Just like that. All right, and now we're going to keep going, just like this, up, and again, up, and then you're going to do this all the way across. So on my charts, I have them numbered 1 through whatever the rows that it's going to take. Once you get your cording on, that number is not going to change. What's going to change is the number of rows that you do with any one color, if you're going to be adding colors, and I'm going to be showing you how to do that as well. So just make sure that you do it twice, and the odd number of rows go left to right, the even numbered rows go right to left. Just makes it easier. So there we go. And 2 more. Sometimes the grids have an odd number of columns, and if that's the case, just make sure you don't do this last one, and you can pull that up and around and use that as your hanging cord. Okay, so now what happens is on this last one, I'm going to get this in here. So left to right. Now in order to do right to left, the cord has to be on top. This needs to go towards the left because we're working back across this direction. So you pull it under, up and over once, pull it up, and then up and over a second time. And then you just keep going. You move on to the next one. So you want to pull these so that these cords are a little snug to each other. You don't want big gaps in between them. And it's going to make it so that your picture looks really nice when you're done. So now what I'm going to do, as you can see, I'm almost out of the white. I'm going to show you how to join another color, and actually joining it in the opposite direction than what we started. So what's going to happen is when you run out, you need to move on to the next color. You just kind of leave that guy there, pick up your next color. Now I'm going this direction, so I want to put it under the cord because we're wrapping around the cord. Pull it up and then do it a second time. And then again, underneath the cording, up and over, and up and over. And one more time with this. Then I'm going to add one more color so I can show you how to, as you're going, we're going to be changing colors in the pattern according to the grid. And you need to be able to lock those colors in. So again, we're going this direction. And if you run out of a piece of yarn in the middle of your project, you just pick up another one of the same color and you attach it. Leave yourself like about 3 inches of end so that you can tie them together on the back side, because the back is really easy to finish off. It's the back side, and you just knot the ends together. Okay, so here we are. We're coming to the last. Oops, you see that? I did not do that correctly. Let's try that again, because I didn't go under my cord. You need to go under your cord, push that guy up, and then over, and you want to make sure that you're going into that loop. Go up and then around. So here we go. So now we're at the end. To change directions, just pull it under. We're going to go back the opposite direction, up and over, and up and over. So there you go. Now I want to switch my colors when I get to the yellow. And the one thing you need to know is, in order to minimize gaps in between your color changes, is you want to wrap them around each other. And I'll show you how you want to do that. So now that I want to go back to my yellow, I'm going to take my yellow and pull it up over the green, and then bring it under and keep going this direction. And what that's going to do, he needs to be in the back. Hold on a second. I need to move him to the back. Put that back there. Okay, pull this guy back up. Do this. And it will minimize your gaps in between, because when you come back the next time, you're going to pull this and it'll close that up. So you're just going to continue back and forth following the grid, changing colors as you need, adding more yarn as you go. And then when you're done, you would flip your project over and see how neatly I have tied all of these together just in an overhand knot. The ones that were by themselves, I wove in with a tapestry needle, and there is your project. So I hope you enjoy this, and make sure you sign up for our future workshops that we have going on in September with this technique. We've got a great pattern that we're going to be teaching, and the pumpkin will be available as a kit. So there you go. Vertical double half hitch tutorial. You guys have a great day, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below.